So I thought I'd change the scenery a bit for this video, because why not? But yeah, I spent almost 2 years watching AI news every day or so. Every new tool, every release, every breakdown. And looking back, I feel it was one of the biggest mistakes of my YouTube journey. And it's the same trap that it's gonna kill almost all AI channels in the next 12 months, in my opinion. Let me explain. If you go to YouTube right now and search Claude Code or AI automation or something similar, every thumbnail that you're gonna see looks very similar. Every video seems to be the same type of demo, it's just that a different face and a slightly different structure shows up. The thing is that the same tool drops yesterday and 50 other channels start covering it today, all claiming to be experts on something that came out 24 hours ago. Everyone in this space looks like an expert. They have a really confident delivery, they have great editing, and they speak with a lot of authority. But honestly, I'm telling you that most of them aren't. They just have a good script and they prepared well to talk on it on camera. And look, I do this sometimes. It's part of the game and it's what the algorithm rewards. But don't confuse a polished video for actual expertise. The real signal is whether someone's actually built and shipped something with what they are teaching, honestly. And you're watching all of it, right? You're watching all of these videos. You're consuming 3, 4, 5 videos a day probably, and you feel like you're learning, but I want you to ask yourself honestly, what have you actually built and sold? And even Andrej Karpathy, the guy who invented vibe coding, one of the founders of OpenAI, recently said he's never felt more behind. And if the people at the tip of the spear can't keep up, what chance do you or I have of absorbing every new release that comes out? You know, the algorithm is built to hit you with fear and FOMO, fear of missing out. So this changes everything video you click on, it just feeds more of the same thing. And if you're the one making that content, well, I feel like you're stuck in the same loop. And then look, I get it. This is the strategy for a lot of channels and it works. The fear-based titles, the urgency, the latest news, honestly pulls views. And I'm not pretending I haven't done it myself. I just want to point out what it actually does to both sides, the people watching and the people making it. And here's what's actually happening. The stress most of us feel comes from a decision not being made. So what should I build? Which tool, agency or product or software? The thing is that it's the indecision that's killing you, not the technology in itself. So I encourage you to do something. If you really want to use YouTube to learn, consider unsubscribing from channels that are just purely news. Seriously, I don't think that's education. It's just drip feed of FOMO. I don't think you need any more information. I feel like most of you know what you need to do. You just need to pick a problem and just go solve it, man. You need to look into your own life and just pick an issue that annoys you a lot and that you're somewhat excited to solve. And this is basically the equation of picking what to build. How annoying something is multiplied by how excited you're about solving it. High annoyance, high excitement, that's your problem to solve. And obviously, you need to know something about the space. But if you do anything else, I'm sure you'll quit halfway through. Around the same time, I started entrepreneurship. I started selling websites, okay? I built my first startup, DocuSphere. I had an AI agency as well. I partnered with e-learning companies on some contracts. And the thing is that each taught me something, but none of them really stuck. Why didn't they stick? Because none of them were actually mine. Most of the stuff that I've done so far was just for money. And I get it. Sometimes you do need the money to survive. Don't get me wrong. For example, the AI agency, right? The AI agency that I had really felt like a job, which gave me the same energy as the corporate role I left. DocuSphere, the AI agent for data analysis, which I pitched to enterprise companies. So I built that because RAG and SQL were soon to be a big technology, and I knew that I was going to benefit a lot from it, okay? Not because it was something I was really obsessed in and I really enjoyed doing, right? None of them passed the equation I just talked about. They didn't annoy me enough to fix or want to solve. And yeah, I wasn't excited enough to push through when it got hard. Meanwhile on YouTube, the same content everybody else makes, right? Claude Code tutorials, tool demos, build something on camera, then just throw it away after. Views came and they went. The thing is that nothing was mine. I learned a ton doing those videos, don't get me wrong. I tested every new tool, figured stuff out, and I learned a lot, and some of it I probably used. That part was real. But here's the thing nobody talks about. The AI educator path is a hole that's really hard to climb out of once you're in. It's so comfortable. It's easy to make videos about the latest tool. And the views are good. Don't get me wrong, the format works. The thing is that sometimes these views are very hollow. People are there for the news and not you. And the second you stop covering the latest release, they're gone because they never cared about who you are in the first place. And no disrespect to the creators doing this, honestly. Some of them genuinely love it and that's their thing. But for me, I don't just want to be a teacher anymore. I'd rather document what I'm actually building, sharing what I'm actually learning, and have people stick around because of who I am, not because I covered yesterday's tool. You know, quality over quantity, in my opinion, real over hollow. And that's part of the reason why my videos don't get 60,000, 8,000 views in a single drop. I could do it. I know how to make those videos, but I don't want to make videos just to feed the algorithm. I want to make videos about things I'm actually using, things that benefit me, my projects, my business, because if it benefits me, it means I'm actually teaching you something valuable, something that works, not just something that exists. For example, what use is it for me to make a video on Claude 4.7 versus 4.6? Of course, the new model is better in some way. The next one will be better than that. It's always going to be better. So talking about it doesn't help me build anything. Why would it help you, really? I'd rather show you stuff I'm actually using in real projects than do another crude demo of a tool I'm never going to touch again. And now, don't get me wrong. If a new tool comes out that I'm actually going to use, I'll talk about it. If something genuinely helps me build, you'll hear about it. The filter isn't don't cover new stuff. It's does this actually benefit me or am I just chasing views? Because views shouldn't be the thing keeping my business alive. Sure, they matter. So if you're early on, I suggest you keep exploring, okay? Try stuff. But at some point, you are gonna have to pick a lane and commit. You can't keep jumping every few months. And the reason most people never get anywhere isn't because they didn't try enough things. It's because they never stuck with one long enough for it to actually work. And through all of it, I learned something simple. Most things in entrepreneurship are going to be hard. All of them are going to be hard. The agency was hard. The startup was hard. YouTube is hard. It's all hard. So you might as well pick something and do it in a way where your why is clear enough to push through the hard parts. I'll tell you this. I really believe that the channels that will survive all this mess, by mess, I mean, there's 50 channels being made every day that just talk about AI news and they're just divulging the same information. Okay, I think if you're gonna make a channel like that, the whole race for that is gonna go to zero. You're just sharing information. And so I believe that the channels that will survive all this mess are the ones AI can't replicate. AI can make a tutorial. AI can demo a tool, okay? I've seen a channel, I think it's called Goldie SEO or something like that. He literally creates avatars and then he screen records. I don't know if that's automated, but yeah, we're getting to that point where that's possible. But the thing is that AI can't be you. It doesn't have your failures. It doesn't have your story. It doesn't have your specific path. The thing is that AI is an amplifier. And without it, you have to think, what are you? What do you know? What have you built? If the answer is nothing yet, then AI just amplifies nothing, okay? But if you have a real problem to solve, AI makes you 10x more powerful. So I think you have to stop asking, what's the latest AI tool, and start asking, what problem do I want to solve? And you might be thinking, solve it how? Agency, SaaS, community, I use content. Thing is that those are all just vehicles, okay? They all have its pros and cons. You need to pick the one that fits the problem and the life you want. You need to stop debating the vehicle and start driving, okay? And honestly, I don't want to be like most AI creators in this space who are just teachers that are teaching stuff they read about last week. It's very tempting, but I want to actually be doing it, okay? Building real things, hitting real walls, figuring it out, and then documenting that. I think that's the beauty of something like YouTube, where you can just document. I think that's what YouTube was meant for, to share stuff, to document your journey. So I want to be showing you what I'm doing and what I'm learning along the way, not just standing in front of a whiteboard explaining a tool I tried once. And that's why I'm changing what this channel is somewhat about, okay? I'm going to change some of it. More of my actual journey. I'm building right now 2 real products I'm working on for real, and they're just not demos, okay? And yeah, I currently dropped most of things in my career just to focus on these things. And I'll give you a quick piece of advice because I think for most of the things that you're trying to build, the agency route is usually the best place to get started, okay? And if you're thinking of going through that route, my one piece of advice is to forget about AI in your pitch, okay? Don't call yourself an AI agency or AI transformation partner or sell, the latest thing. I think it's the AI operating system, okay? Sell the outcome, not the technology, okay? And I made a separate video about this, and I'll leave it in the description if you want the full breakdown. It's my honest take on how to go through this path as efficiently as possible. And that's the thing. I want this channel to be sustainable for my sanity, because if my whole career depends on the next news cycle, I don't think that's a career. I think that's a treadmill, really dangerous treadmill to get into. And honestly, I'm not really trying to grow a massive audience, although it'd be great, but I'd rather go deeper with the people around me, the ones who actually care. And to me, that's the real point of YouTube, okay? To share and to document, not to chase numbers. So I'll tell you this, be passionate about what you're doing. If you're doing it for the money, most likely you're going to fail if you want to build something long-term. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope this advice was good in some way, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.